all the channels, all the options, all these things we can see, but it's also the worst of times in sports because of greed. Greed has messed up college conferences. Greed has messed up the infrastructure for college basketball. I think college basketball is more screwed up and thus is impacting the NBA than any sport out there. Because the NBA is in a futures market. They draft players who aren't ready to play in their league, but they want to hold on to for a couple of years and get them ready to play at the next level. Okay, that's fine. The college game has been watered down. There are a lot of exciting games. There are a lot of great finishes. I'll tell you right now, I could take the national champs from 2004 and they would kick the butt of every team in the NCAA tournament this year. The product is so watered down. It's not disrespectful to the players, not the coaches. Just we have a look at the Michigan team. I'm sure we have a Michigan fan or two here. That's a very talented team. They have 3 freshmen on the floor very often when the game's coming down to win or lose time. That didn't happen many years ago. You'd have one rare one. Michigan State fans, Gary Harris is a tremendous player, really nice young man. He's played 28 college basketball games, maybe 27. 28's tonight against Wisconsin. On ESPN at 9 o'clock, by the way. See, you work someplace for 22 years and it just becomes part of your DNA. What's the schedule? Promote it, wherever you are. In the supermarket, wherever you are, just gas station. Just blurt it out. Gary Harris is rated in the top 15 prospects for the NBA draft. And if you're that kid, do you take the chance of coming back to college and ruining perhaps your future earnings by getting hurt? Or do you take a guaranteed 3-year contract where they're going to pay you and you'll be paid to develop as opposed to the college level now where you get your education, but you might get hurt? It's a very difficult decision for 19-year-olds who don't often come from the most stable family backgrounds. It's a very tough time. It's watered down the product. Nobody has the guts, the courage, or any other word you want to put in there to get the NCAA and the NBA together and say, guys, we're messing up our game. The AAU culture is bad. The college product is worse. The NBA product is hurt, one, because of the game and the players, but also we don't build stars. College basketball was a ready-made advertising campaign for the NBA. The best players stayed for 2 or 3 years. You knew about them. When the Fab Five was together and Chris Webber left after his 2nd year, you were dying to see him in the NBA because you saw him for 2 years at Michigan on a high platform playing very well. And greed has ruined it. The greed of the individuals involved who are trying to push these kids, the kids who don't want to go through the college experience because they want to get money, the NBA who has been complicit in this and said, yeah, we'll pay you for 3 years so we can tutor you, and now hopefully if you're good, we can get cheap labor for 3 years from somebody who's trying to figure it out along the way as they learn, as opposed to a seasoned veteran. College conferences. Is anybody looking forward to Providence College playing Butler in Indianapolis on a Wednesday night in about 7 months? No. But that is what's happening. That's the byproduct of all these conference moves. Somebody from West Virginia just said, their athletic director, Oliver Luck, who's the father of Andrew Luck, the Colts quarterback, he said West Virginia needs to have better scheduling in their basketball next year because our guys were away too long. Well, West Virginia used to be in the Big East. They took the money and ran to the Big 12 because of football as quick as possible. As soon as the offer came in, we're going. We're there. Well, nobody bothered to look at the effect on the rest of their teams. And what's happening now is they travel on average 780 miles compared to the 230 miles they traveled on average when they were in the Big East. So they made the run for the greed and for the football, but nobody saw the unintended consequences of it, which are now hurting their student athletes. So it's the best of times for sports. You see more. There's more money in it than ever. But as Keith Jackson, the great football announcer, told me, if you really want the answer, just go search for George Washington. If you can find the money trail at the end of the day, you're going to find why things are happening. And greed, in many respects, is ruining not all of sports, but some aspects of it that we love.